Not in love with publicity, in love with humanity. Martin Luther King wants us to be united instead of divided, because MLK wanted to get rid of racism for it to be when racism. He had already taken that fact into account. That is why he always did peaceful protests, especially peaceful ones, to send a message to everyone that he can change a widely spread idea of racism without being violent. MLK has been protesting for equality and to end racism for around 13 years. So if we still don't end racism after MLK's death, then 13 years of protesting for equality was for nothing. Even now in the world, people are protesting violently about injustices and the world is in chaos. But this is why MLK wants us to remember what he has once said. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Another thing that is happening now is that people are protesting about the death of George Floyd. This is a clear act of injustices and racism, and people are protesting violently about this. MLK would not agree with this in the slightest and would try to remember the message he's been trying to send us all those years ago. Even now, he has sent a message across time that racism is an idea of hatred and only love can extinguish an idea of hatred like that. So we have to remember Martin Luther King right now because he's the perfect role model for our situation. People are not just protesting about the incident of George Floyd. People are also protesting about cases like Elijah McClain, an average happy American, until he was confronted by police and then detained. But soon after, he met the same fate as George Floyd. There are so many different cases of injustices and racism, and we're not doing the right methods to solve these cases, and this will lead us to our downfall. MLK has already told us what is the best method to stop all these acts of injustices and racism, to go the peaceful route. The world we live in today has so many problems. We are currently dealing with a worldwide pandemic that has killed more than 2 million people, while trying to stop people from doing acts of racism and injustices. It just doesn't make sense how a person could commit such crimes in such a dire time. We're all human, so why would we hate another human just because they look different? So if a cat is not born with a certain color or pattern, then will you hate it because of this fact? Then why did we do it? Humans are very intelligent creatures, so why would we do such a illogical thing? In the world today, there are a lot of problems unsolved, and people can't solve global problems alone. So if we want to solve these problems, we have to solve them together. Thank you.